So it's weekend and it is raining cats and dogs, but things that need to be done need to be done. XRP looking amazing. It's moving sideways now, which is fine. There's usually low volume during the weekends, but we got some amazing news that is going to carry on the pump once Monday gets around. We might even see some pumps tomorrow, Sunday, because you know, some people are preempting that stuff now. Wow, it's raining hard now. Anyway, so yes, the Genius Act and I believe the Clarity Act both passed, and I believe they're signed. To be honest with you, I'm not actually keeping up with the minute by minute at the moment because I've got a lot to do. I have some family coming over. I'm just like popping down to get some stuff. But there is one thing that I noticed that I think is actually going to make a massive impact on XRP and similar products. Now, the Genius Act has one exemption that is going to boost DeFi in a really strange way. So yield tokens, yield stablecoins are prohibited. This means that the fear that stablecoins were going to take away from existing tokens like Ethereum, Solana, XRP now in the DeFi world has been alleviated, such that these stablecoins that have been given the go-ahead are just going to be stablecoins that do one thing, which is to represent the fiat currency in the blockchain. Basically represent the dollar in the cryptocurrency world. That's pretty much it. And they'll be backed by cash and cash equivalents, dollar and dollar equivalents, etc. So what does this mean? This means that tokens like Ethereum and EVM tokens are going to get a boost, and people are going to run back to these tokens in order to get yields. Now, why is that important? We know that in the last few months, there's been a massive push to bring DeFi to the XRP environment, right? First of all, we had the likes of Flare and even Coinbase give us products in their own way, wrapped XRP or FXRP or representation synthetic versions of XRP, just to be able to have them, you know, in the DeFi ecosystem, you know, participating in DeFi. And then following that, we had Ripple release that sidechain EVM, that EVM sidechain rather, for the XRP ledger, which then connects XRP ledger directly into the EVM world, which means products on XRP can also participate in DeFi. So your XRP is now basically a DeFiable token. And the fear that RLUSD and USDC and the crumbling Tether, that's another video for another time, we're going to take away from the existing tokens, that fear has been alleviated in a way, at least in the United States. So what's going to happen is we're going to see a resurgence of interest in DeFiable tokens, EVM tokens, stakeable tokens, right? Of which now, of course, XRP is one. So that's going to have a positive effect on the acquisition of XRP amongst others. So that's a kind of silver lining for that. But in terms of actual XRP price, it's kind of split in the community. While some people believe that the all-time high, the prior all-time high, was $3.40, and those people now believe that we're in price discovery because we've surpassed that. I personally am in the cup half empty team. So I like to go for the worst case scenario and hope for the best. So I'm putting the all-time high at the higher $3.84. So I still believe that we're chasing that. Having said that, I believe that there is some sort of resistance on that level, which we will smash right through. And sometime in the middle of next week, we will be in full price discovery. We will be at $4 and whatever. Now, talking of which, some analysts are saying that in less than a month, so that's in the middle of August, we would be somewhere between $10 and $30. the reason why I put it so wide is because I saw some estimates that said between $10 and $13. I saw some estimates. These are chart analysts, right? People who TA people who look at the charts, look at the macro events, etc., and estimate where we could be. Others estimate between $20 and $25. Some say $25, $30. So I'm catching the wide net, $10, $30. A lot of you have left me comments that you would take profits at $5. Some of you said you definitely take profits at $10. So shout out to you guys. It looks like your profit is coming in less than a month. Either way, it's a really short time to almost 10x your tokens. If it goes to 25, then you're definitely 10x in your tokens. If it goes over 30, that's a definite 10x of everybody's tokens if you buy now. For those who bought, when it was 50 cents, 60 cents, whatever, 70 cents, then you're looking at a massive, massive boost in just less than a year if that's when you bought it. For those of you who bought, 8 years ago, again, your time is coming. Once we pass that $3.80 something cents, then absolutely everybody is in profit. And we'll be like the Bitcoiners that are pretty much all in profit at the moment. Obviously, not financial advice. Do your own research. Everybody's sharing that video of the founder of, is it Sports Stools or something like that, that sold all his XRP at $2. I hope that he's bought back in. Not financial advice, do your own research, because of course we're going much higher and he is still in the game. Like, he's got millions of dollars, he's made some money, he could invest now, again, not advising anyone, and still make a 10x on his money. So he can put $1 million back in there, and if these analysts are even half right, he could be 6, 7, 8 million the richer in less than a month, which is absolutely ridiculous. Now, while I listen sometimes to some of these guys, I'm not saying that this is what's going to happen. I'm not saying that we're going to see a 10x in just 1 month. To be honest with you, that seems a little bit optimistic. I wouldn't be shocked if it happened because of the way things are going and because of the things that I can see happening. But I would still be kind of elated and like, whoa, that's just mad, right? So yes, I know we're going there eventually. This short sort of 1 month time scale for me is a little optimistic, but I do think that we're going to smash through the $3.80 next week, and we would be in proper true price discovery. None of this stuff, of course, is financial advice. Do your own diligent research, and if you feel like you need to sell, then that's up to you. Don't listen to what other people say as well. So part of cryptocurrencies is taking responsibility for your own money, taking responsibility for your own finances, and not letting other people decide what it is that you do. All right, that's part of the autonomy of crypto. Have a nice Saturday. I'll see you later.